Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Jason with Rockhounding Life here. I was in the garage the other day and I was looking through a pile of rocks and I was just cleaning up, and I noticed a pile of rocks that I had not touched in a really long time, and I was wondering why they were sitting there. And I realized that they were a pile of rocks that I had prepped, and I realized they were going to be too hard to polish and I had to think about it a bit more, and they had been sitting there for quite a long time. And I thought, over the next couple weeks, I think I'm going to try to polish these rocks and see if I could actually get them to pop and look decent. And I'll give you an example here. Today, I'm going to try to polish this kind of bland looking piece of anorthosite, otherwise known as Labradorite. So this is a piece, it's a low grade piece. It's from Newfoundland and Labrador. I say it's a low grade piece because you see it's a little more gray. Typically the grayer pieces like this don't have as many crystals, feldspar crystals in it that have the labradorescence. This one's decent. There are some, I'll get it in the right light here, but you can see there's one there. Just depending on how you hold it to the light. There's another one there. There's another one, small one right there. So there's probably 4 or 5 crystals in here that are displaying the labradorescence. But the thing is, feldspar is very soft. I'm not sure if any of the techniques I use are going to be decent enough for this. It's been a long time since I tried to polish Labradorite. This particular piece, I think I put this on the shelf because there's a fracture going right down it right here. You can see that fracture right there. It runs right across there. And I think that might have scared me off before, but I think I'm going to give it the old college try and try to polish this thing. I think it'll be really cool and pop. That crystal right there is going to be the center of it, and I'm going to try to see if I can make that thing pop. And I think I'm going to use the polishing discs for this, just so I can control the kind of the weight I put, the weight I'm using with my hands, and just kind of be a little more finessey. So I'm going to try that. There's a couple of really nice crystals actually on this side here. If I can get it to show. Yeah, you can see them popping here. The dark crystals are the ones that kind of fluoresce. I might polish this underside as well, because they have some nice crystals there. You can see them there. Over here. Anyway, this is a piece I prepped myself. I cut this from a slab, and yeah, it's starting to come back to me as why I put it on the shelf. But I think we're going to go ahead and try to work with this today. So we're going to take it over to the shop there, and we're going to work it with diamond wheels. Wish me luck. So I just started off with a 200 grit grinding disc on this, and I was grinding it down. And it was at this point when I noticed that as I was grinding, the crystals were showing more and more labradorescence. So I decided to take it down a little bit further and then make the decision to stop at this grit disc using the diamond wheel pads, and I'm going to switch over to the flat lap and just do a straight up polish after this. So I moved to the flat lap here, and I started with a 220 polishing disc. I'm not doing any grinding on this, just polishing. And I'm going to move my way up through the discs. Okay, so we're done polishing that piece of Labradorite, and I have to say I'm happy with the results. Got somewhat of a mirror shine on there. Again, this stuff's really soft, so you know, it's pretty hard to polish, but I think we were successful. As you saw in the video, I was able to grind this down a little further and get this crystal to kind of show off the Labradorescence a little more. And I also exposed a little more of that crystal right there, which I'll try to get to. There it is. It's got that. There's a couple other crystals that came out up here too. You can see them. There's another one up there. And I also did the edges on both sides. So this side didn't have that many crystals that were shimmering, but this side had a really nice one right there, and another one right here. If I can get it, there it goes. I actually got a better shine on it than I thought I would. So yeah, this will be a little display piece here in the shop. Put it up there. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be polishing a couple more pieces that I abandoned and gave up on, but I'm going to go back and revisit and see if I could, you know, get that nice polish on them. They're a little harder pieces to polish. This was one of them, but I think, you know, we're really happy with how this turned out. So stay tuned in the coming weeks for that. The next month or so will be just a series dedicated to that hard polishing, basically. So hopefully maybe I can give some tips and tricks as I'm going along for that. Getting really busy. Hockey season starting. I got 2 boys, Chase and Travis, in hockey, and they're trying to make rep teams this year. But I'm still going to try to get a video out every week. And if I, you know, it might be a little late, a day or 2 here and there, but I'm always going to try to get that video out. So if I can't, then I will give you guys plenty of notice, I promise. But yeah, that's what we got coming up in the next month. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody here in Canada. All of our friends in Canada, happy Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. As always, have a great week, and we'll catch you in the next one.